Here is something you might not have known about the recent attacks in Moscow, which tragically resulted in the deaths of at least 60 people and left over 100 injured. When news broke on Friday about armed individuals dressed in camouflage storming the Kroker City Hall, a venue with a capacity of 6,200 seats, and aimlessly opening fire during a concert, suspicions arose. Many, including some Russian lawmakers, initially pointed fingers at Ukraine, where Russia has been engaged in a full-scale war for over 2 years. However, Mikhailo Podolyak, an advisor to the Ukrainian president, denied any involvement of Ukraine in the attack. He emphasized via Twitter that Ukraine has never employed terrorist tactics and believes that the conflict between Russia and Ukraine should be resolved solely through conventional warfare. Ukraine has never resorted to the using of terrorist methods. Everything in this war will be decided only on the battlefield, he stated. Before the world could point fingers at another potential enemy, the Islamic terror group ISIS made a bold claim, stating they were behind the recent attacks. They released this statement through their Telegram channel, announcing their responsibility for the assault on a large gathering of Christians in Krasnogorsky, located on the outskirts of Moscow. According to their Amaq news agency, the attack resulted in the deaths and injuries of hundreds of people. Now the big question is, why would ISIS target Russia specifically? Now experts suggest that the group has developed animosity towards Russian President Vladimir Putin in recent years. Colin Clark from the Sofan Center in Washington notes that ISIS has been focusing on Russia for the past couple of years, frequently criticizing Putin in their propaganda. Additionally, Michael Kugelman from the Wilson Center in Washington explains that ISIS-K views Russia as complicit in actions that oppress Muslims. Moreover, the group includes several Central Asian militants who harbor their resentment against Moscow. Now, ISIS has a track record of carrying out attacks both within and beyond Afghanistan. In September 2022, ISIS-K militants claimed responsibility for a deadly suicide bombing at the Russian embassy in Kabul. They were also behind the attack on Kabul's international airport in 2021, which resulted in the deaths of at least 13 US troops and numerous civilians during the US evacuation from Afghanistan. Early this month, the top US general in the Middle East warned that ISIS-K might strike US and Western interests outside of Afghanistan with very little notice, possibly within 6 months. But how did ISIS-K start? Now, ISIS-K, short for Islamic State, Khorasan, originated in eastern Afghanistan around late 2014. They gained notoriety for their extreme brutality. Despite being one of the most active regional branches of the Islamic State, ISIS-K has faced setbacks, with its membership declining since around 2018 due to heavy losses inflicted by the Taliban and US forces. The United States has mentioned a decrease in its ability to gather intelligence on extremist groups like ISIS-K since the withdrawal of US troops from Afghanistan in 2021. The recent attack in Moscow was the deadliest in Russia for years. In 2004, Islamist militants seized hundreds of hostages at a school in Beslan, resulting in over 330 deaths, with half being children. Additionally, in 2002, Chechen militants held around 800 people hostage at a Moscow theater. The crisis ended when special forces stormed the theater, but 130 people had already died, mostly due to the gas used by Russian forces to incapacitate the attackers. And that's what you need to know about the ISIS attack in Moscow. That is it for now. Thanks for watching. Let's meet next time. Bye-bye.